Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Take a look at the visitors here. A decent start to the season. They're 7th in the conference, but hoping to climb higher. They're tied right now. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's the Wizard in at the shooting guard position. And it's the Wizard in at the center position. Well, with both of these teams playing well as of late, someone's going to leave here with a really big win, Stan.
Well, there's nothing like playing another team that's hot and being able to continue your role. It tells everyone when we're at our best, we can beat anyone else at their best.
Here's Gillespie. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Wilson. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for one, Fields.
The visitors with the ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to the Wizard. Out left to the wing. To the left wing. Glenn, the pass to Fisher. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. Here's Wilson. Glenn. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Fields. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Carey. To the paint. Here's the Wizard. Off with the layup.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Fields. 15 in his last outing. Tipped. Here's Wilson. Launches a three, connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gone 1 for 3 so far. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Fields. To halt the run. No luck on that one. Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And he's going for the oop here. It's deflected. Driving in. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brown passes to the Wizard. Back to Brown. There's the block. In transition. Here's Fields. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. And there's the rejection.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not. Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And B.A. can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Pass to the Wizard. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Gillespie. Just 5 on the clock. And the basket by Fields. Fields has got his second basket on the night.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Pass to the Wizard. Now here's Brown. No good with the triple.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Fisher. Here's Glenn. His last outing, he had 18 points. And that one drops.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
All right, Coach, what's your favorite thing about this point of the season?
Well, probably the games between top teams. You get a preview of what those playoff matchups might look like, and it's certainly a big draw for the fans.
Shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. To the middle. Evans, that's good.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Pass to Wilson. Here's Fisher. Here's Glenn. He's got 5. And it's blocked. Pass to Gillespie. Takes a step back. Here's Fields. They set the screen. Out to the wing. No one near him. Rebounded by Glenn. They've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. The Wizard passes to Fisher. Puts it up from 12. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. A 7-point spread. Here's Fields. He's got 5. Pass to Evans. Here's the Wizard. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's Fields. Rebounded by Glenn.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to Trimble. Here's Glenn. Here's Wilson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the wing on the left. And the basket by Glenn. Glenn's got 8.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
To the right side. Here's the pick. Inside, Fields. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 7.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Right wing. Chamberlain passes to the Wizard. The deep three. That one no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's the Wizard, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Pass to Evans. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. Fields can't get it to go.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. And there it is for him.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Here's the Wizard. Yet to see a basket. Fields the pass to the Wizard. Here's Fields. He's got 7. Offline with a 3. A minute 6 left in the first quarter here. And it's rejected. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Trimble. Here's Chamberlain. Picked his pocket. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. They set the pick. Fields the pass to the Wizard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Fields. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Glenn. Glenn's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the left side wing. Here's Fisher. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, and he hits it! That's the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Leading by 10. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
And it's Curry in at the force line. And it's the Wizard in at shooting guard. Here's Gillespie. No made baskets yet. Out to the right wing. Pass to the Wizard. Over to the wing. Shoots from the elbow. First shot won't go. And it's Evans in at the small forward. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And it's Evans in at the 1. They set a pick. The Wizard passes to Gillespie. Now Curry. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's Gillespie. 17 points in his last outing. Driving inside, and he banks in the layup.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. And it's Gillespie in at the 1. Here's Trimble. Soft touch off the glass. Trimble's gotten his second bucket.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And it's the Wizard in at the 2 spot.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And it's the Wizard in at the 5 spot. Gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. To the wing, right side. They set the pick. Pass to Evans. To the inside. Here's Gillespie. Off the mark from 16 feet. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's the Wizard. Fires in the triple. The Wizard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard. Here are the teams picking up the most steals this season.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
The steal. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, the future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Brian?
It's getting interactive. All right, Allie, thank you.
One shot.
And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's Carey. Out to the right wing. Here's Gillespie. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. To stop the run. Knocks it down from distance. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
A nice shot by Brown.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Carey. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Wilson. Shot blocked. Inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Pass to Evans. Outside, Brown. They get the rebound. This one for 3 with the tip. Got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's the Wizard. No points yet. Here's Gillespie. Fade away. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the Wizard. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Here's Evans. 5 on the clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Chamberlain's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Pass to the Wizard.
Hey, I'll get yours, I'll get yours.
Here's Gillespie. Carey passes to Gillespie. Here's the Wizard. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Make some noise for your
Gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in this second quarter.
I got yours. Home team foul. 0. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Brown in the high post. Pass to Fisher. Here's Chamberlain. We saw him with 11 points in his last game, and he gets that one. Got 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Fields the pass to the Wizard. Tipped away. Here he goes. Deflected. Here's the Wizard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Fisher. Here's Fields. He's got 7. Looking to get back on track. And the layup is good. Fields has got 9 points.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
Left side, Brown. Yep, that one goes.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Fields the pass to Carey. Driving to the basket. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got his 7th rebound of the game of that last one. Chamberlain. And he dunks it down.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass. Right where it needed to be.
Shooting 45% here in the second. Pass to the Wizard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Puts it up from 12. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Fisher. 9 points in his last outing. Here's Chamberlain. A minute 35 left to play in the second quarter. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest. Shooting at about 34% here in this game. Fields the pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Still without a bucket. Pass to Evans. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. The Wizards' shot is off.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Fisher. The shot by Evans, no good. Pass to Fields. 30 seconds left to play in the half.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Shooting the rock well in the second quarter. 55% from the floor. Fisher, that's good.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Here's Fields. 9 points in the game. Here's the Wizard. Whoa! He just got it off in time!
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game, delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
And the next topic to touch on, a look at which players might be appearing in the upcoming dunk contest.
This is a good list, but I want to see a 35-year-old category. Let the vets have some fun, too. Come on, man. Well, you need to lower the rim to 8 feet if you want that.
And get a medic on standby, too. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Fisher. Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Wilson. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
3 points.
Brown's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Here's Fields. Pass to the Wizard. To the wing on the left. Here's Carey, out to the right wing. Here's Fields. Oh, he misses the reverse.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Carey. Here's Fields. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Fields has got 11. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Here's Wilson. 6 points for him. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. They swipe it. Pass to Gillespie. Here's Fields.
Away team foul. Play. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the Wizard. Banked it in off the glass. The Wizard's got his first 2 points.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Glenn. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's Fields. Fires for 3. Got a piece of it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Carey, 6 to shoot. Here's Gillespie, the three. Hauled in by Brown.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Wilson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Fields. Here's Carey, averaging around 6 a game. Here's Fields. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Glenn with the second effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Wilson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
Pass to Gillespie. Here's Fields. He's got 11. To the inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now here's Brown. 6 points for him. To the middle. It's blocked. Pass to Fisher. Here's Glenn. Picked it out of midair. Looking to end this cold spell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Fields.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Fields. Here's Gillespie. And it's good. 2 points. Gillespie's gotten 4 this quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Full team foul. Number 22. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Shooting at a 44% clip in the third. On the take. And he slams it in one-handed.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Fisher. 6 points for him. Pass to the Wizard. Can't nail the jumper. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Gillespie. There's a screen. Here's Evans. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Fields. 4-3. It's rebounded by Trimble.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Shooting 40% so far in this one. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Guys, back to you.
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And let's check out which teams have been offensive juggernauts the past 10 games.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Here's Fields. He's got 13. Over to the left wing. 3-pointer. He buries it from 3. He's got 12.
Listen, it's a team sport. But without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Oh, it's stolen. Pass to Gillespie.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Fields. Rebounded by Glenn. Glenn's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Trimble. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Lets it fly. Glenn misses. Gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Pass to Gillespie. High arcing shot, and he lays it in.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Roll it, roll it.
Shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. And timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 5. And a nice finish on the layup. The Wizards got 7.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's the Wizard. With the fadeaway. That one goes in. The Wizard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the Wizard. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Boy, he's really turned it around since the break. In a bit of a rhythm now.
Here's the Wizard. 5 points in the game. Pass to Gillespie. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Give him 8.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 19. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Carey in at the 4 spot. Can't complete the lob.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Pass to Trimble. Here's Evans. Outside, Brown. And there's the screen. Fires the 3. Carey grabs a miss. Carey's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Pass to the Wizard.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Shooting is around 55% so far. Right side, Brown. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Chamberlain. The Wizard passes to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Another miss by Brown.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. All alone. Nice jump shot.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Left side, Brown. Pass to Evans. Here's Trimble. Here's Wilson. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Here's the Wizard. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. He takes it in, and the layup is good off the glass.
Well, over the course of the night, He's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
The Wizard passes to Chamberlain. Here's Evans. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. It's Brown on the wing. Lets it fly. Carey grabs a miss. Carey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. The Wizard passes to Carey. Here's Evans to the wing, right side. Here's the Wizard to the paint. And rejected. Pass to Wilson to the inside. Here's Evans. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. On Tuesday, then on Saturday.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Pass to the Wizard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
So both teams making some changes here. And he sinks the second, and it's Charles Lee calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Powell sets a screen. Here's Fisher. Pass to the Wizard. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Here's Fields. Tries to break his ice. Got a hand on it. Now Powell. Here's the three. Hits the three-pointer.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's the Wizard. The Wizard passes to Gillespie. Here's Fields from deep. Rebounded by Glenn. Glenn's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Chamberlain. Powell surveying the D. Fades and shoots. And the basket by Glenn.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Here's Gillespie. Here's the Wizard. Inside. The Wizard passes to Fields. And a two-handed jam!
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Powell sets a screen. Pass to Fisher. To the middle. Here's Chamberlain. No good from 11 feet. Gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Here's the Wizard. Here's Gillespie. Down low, the Wizard. And he slams it down.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And with this brief pause, let's take a look at our player of the game.
The incredible display of shooting, just absolutely pure out there tonight. I mean, really able to maintain a high percentage by picking and choosing solid shots, all while outsmarting and outworking the defense.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Here's Fisher.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's the pass to Brown. Here's Carey. 1:56 left in the final quarter. Off on the layup. Gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Trimble. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the stars.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Clock at 6. Here's Evans. Here's the Wizard. The shot misses. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Chamberlain passes to Powell. Here's Trimble. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Evans. Here's Chamberlain. 3-pointer off the mark. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.